Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to an evening garden chat. I think up until now, all of the garden chats I've done have been morning, so thought I'd change it up and have an evening one. So I spent part of my evening picking some Saskatoon berries here. These are from Glenn's mother's place. They were beautiful. She has lots and they were all ready. So we'll be, as you can see from my hands, they're all purple from picking berries. Something I always did as a kid with my family, with my grandparents. So kind of brings back some summer memories for me doing that. But the garden is doing wonderful. It's a bit dry again. Some things like the tomatoes are starting to look a little worse for wear. We actually had yesterday and today we had some very, very strong winds, and it kind of blew everything all over the place, especially the tomatoes. So I think tomorrow's task will be trying to shore them up, or shore up the worst ones as best we can. We've got beans coming, as you can see. We actually dug a hill of potatoes just to see what was underneath it, and we got potatoes. We did the same thing about 2 weeks ago and there was nothing. So 2 weeks later we've got potatoes. So next week we'll probably have some new potatoes at the market. I know we've had all sorts of people asking for new potatoes at the market. So I haven't harvested anything today. Like I said, we're kind of busy with the markets, but I'm sure tomorrow there'll be lots of zucchini that'll be needing to be picked. I can see one in here. There's a nice yellow one in there that's ready. We've also got something very special. I was so happy this morning when I came out here just to take a look at everything. I just about jumped out of my pants. It was so awesome. I was so excited to see it. Here in the tomatoes. Alrighty, right down in there we have a tomato ripening. Yay! So those are the Beaver Lodge Slicers. They were the first to bloom and of course set fruit, so it makes sense that they are the first to ripen. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait to taste that tomato. I'll give it a couple of days. It's not quite ripe yet. Wait till it ripens a bit more, but as you can see, a lot of the tomatoes are just, it's been so dry and the wind just knocked them right over. We had rain, like I said, Thursday night, but you know, it was just enough to wet the surface of the soil. If you dug down below the first 2 inches, it was still dry underneath. So I mean, at this point any amount of rain will help, but it would be so nice to have, you know, a nice good soaking rain, like a gentle all day rain or something. That would be awesome. So yes, the droning sound, if you can hear it in the background, is Glenn. He's busy mowing the lawns. The peas are they've got lots of pods on them, but they're not filling out yet. The cucumbers are producing great guns. We've actually been pre-selling a lot of the cucumbers, which is totally awesome. And Glenn also told me that he had somebody asking for spaghetti squash. And of course, what's way too early here for squash, that kind of squash. But the people said, you know what, that's okay. You phone us when you got some and we'll buy it. So that's awesome that we're already kind of got people wanting to pre-order stuff. That's a good sign. So, but there's lots here coming along. The cabbages are still heading out. The pumpkins are just looking amazing. There's one really big moon over here. I'm gonna go show you here. It's just, and of course, like yesterday, Friday, and today we had markets. Friday was the farmers market and today was the community market. So, and we did very well at both this week. Very well indeed. So it's encouraging. It's encouraging to see the community market pick up. I think people are finally realizing that, oh, that market is there, and so they're starting to come out more. So I'm just going to show you this lovely big moon pumpkin we got here. All right, just take a look at this beauty we got. Isn't that awesome? That is a gorgeous, that is a thing of beauty right there. So as you can see, the pumpkin patch is just, it's filling in. Even compared to 2 weeks ago, we had lots of open space in between the plants, but it's just completely filled in, and they're just vining everywhere. But I don't know if we'll do it tonight, but if not tonight, then probably tomorrow morning we'll be watering out here. Like I said, it's been dry, you know, a little bit of rain helped, but we need that soaking rain. We need a really good soaking rain. And even the surrounding fields definitely need a soaking rain to make everything fill out. And these are the sugar pumpkins, and this is the spaghetti squash that Glenn planted, and look at this. There's just, yeah, they're just coming along. So that person who inquired about spaghetti squash, they'll definitely be getting some. That's a pie pumpkin. We got some corn here. Ooh, look at that. That's more spaghetti squash. Like, everything is just really, like, we are in the peak of the growing season, right? We're at the peak of summer. Everything is at its peak energy, you know, and it's just, you know, it's the epitome of summertime. As far as I'm concerned, this is what summertime is. So we are, what, last week of July coming up, so we are in the peak of the summer season, and you know, you have to take time and appreciate these days, you know, especially up here in the northern climates and the shorter seasons, and every season has its time, and you know, the summers are short, and you have to take a moment and appreciate the days and the sunshine, and even those gusty, windy days. You kind of have to just stop and experience them. And even though they take a lot out of you and they beat the crap out of the garden, you know, they're only temporary, right? So yeah, and that's what I did today when I was out picking berries. I just kind of took a moment and just turned my face to the sun and appreciated the warmth, appreciated the movement of the wind. It's calmed down a bit. It's still a little bit windy, but it's not as gusty as it was earlier. But appreciated the wind, and you know, how my own breath, the breath from my own body, relates to the wind that was blowing in the trees, and just the sound of the trees, the smell of the greenery around me. It was just, yeah. That's why I love summer, and I don't complain. At least I try not to complain about any of the seasons, because each one will come in its turn, and each day that passes is another day in the wheel of the year, and it's another day towards the next season. So yeah, waxing philosophical there a little bit, but anyhow, I just thought I'd share with you some of the exciting things that are happening here. So we got tomatoes ripening, we got beans coming, we got potatoes ready, cucumbers that are coming as well, of course zucchini as always. Yeah, so it's been a great day. It's been a great 2 days. Like, the markets were fabulous. So yeah, we still got lots to do tomorrow. Be heading back probably Monday back to Saskatoon, and as I got my garden there to look after. So anyhow, I hope you're having a great day and a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. And until next time, you take care.